Alright, so my progress with the Yakuza Kiwami 2 story actually wound up lining up pretty nicely with the Steam Summer Sale for me to sort of come back and finally do Majima Construction Side Mission. I decided to get the DLC. It's only a couple dollars on sale right now. I should probably... So I'm going to try to recruit everyone just for the hell of it, because I've got enough money from the cabaret game anyway. But what save am I going to use? It's the one thing I don't like this time around. Mild complaint. I don't know if there was a restriction to how many slots you can use for saves in the previous games, but I never hit it. I normally, as you can kind of see, start a new one each chapter. Not that I've ever really used them too much. I think I used one of them in Zero for an achievement. I think the one where Ranka, you have to dodge her one attack, or you don't dodge it, something like that. But anyway, I guess we'll just continue with my latest one. Definitely keeping this one. This arcade game was pretty fun. I didn't feel like diving into it right then and there. I never even heard of the game. I think it's called Virtual On. It's like some sort of mech arena fighter. It's pretty fun. Wasn't expecting it. But part of the reason I'm saving right here is to kind of cheat this system. Because, you know, I don't want to waste any money. So if this is like the cabaret game, I could back out and, you know, not lose any money if we don't wind up recruiting anyone for whatever reason. Not they, like I said, I'm just doing it for the hell of it. We've got all the DLC characters. From what I've read online, it makes it, they're a little overpowered. Makes this section a lot easier. Let's see, we got a completion thing right there. Might be like achievements or something down the line too. I'm surprised we haven't had any duds yet. Like, do you get them in this one? I remember you definitely got it when you were recruiting the hostesses. Oh, there's one. Yeah, we don't want to lose money. I should have been saving everyone, but I guess until I finally missed that first one, I was gonna let it go. So yeah, we gotta redo the summon before that, but it just randomizes every time, so we're good. Although this one could be a dud right away too, where previously it wasn't. I think before we had a gold rare or whatever the gold was called, but I actually cheated it even further with the cabaret game because I didn't really have as much going in, so I essentially cheated my way to have all the gold hostesses, only for that to not be as useful as I thought, because it's different this time around than it was in Zero. In Zero, I think you just built up fans, but in this one, you had to, like, get a certain high score, so you couldn't just, especially early on, go all in with your top hostesses. You had to actually sort of use some of the lower ones, since you weren't making as much money, to sort of offset things. It was a little more difficult at first. Eventually, things sort of evened out. At least for the regular matches. Bosses were still pretty tough. But yeah, this is... I've only played... I'm going in order. I just started playing the series last year with Zero. So I'm sure there's hopefully other, you know, really big mini games. I know there was the cabaret one, which I talked about a bit here. But what was the one in the Pocket Circuit? Was another big one that was in the previous two games, and I guess this one's in Kiwami 2, which is what I'm obviously playing right now. Or I don't know, maybe it's... yeah, I think this is the only place where Majima Construction may exist, but I don't know that for sure. And this is also in Yakuza 6. So I actually bought the thing for Yakuza 6 too, for the same reason. Just want to support the series. Like, for these games, they're fun, but I don't want to get like too deep into it, I guess, either. So I'm willing to make it a little easier on myself too. I guess the bug fighting game from the first one was also kind of a bigger mini-game, sub-story thing. That went on for a while too. I don't know if that has a sequel or not. That was a lot more based on chance, though. I wouldn't be upset if that was the only time we see that one. I mean, yeah, they're fun. I've gotten more into these sub-games, side missions than I would have thought. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because they sort of involve, like, I like tycoon games, like classic Zoo Tycoon and that sort of thing. There's not really a lot of that out there, even, in my opinion. Or maybe I'm just not looking far enough, but there's some sort of hints of that here too, you know? Just sort of managing resources and that. Although obviously right here, there's not going to be a lot of managing resources unless you sort of coincided. I mean, maybe I'm underestimating it, but unless you sort of scaled up Majima Construction and the Cabaret game at the same time, I don't see that being the case. Oh yeah, there was that, there's the real estate game in Yakuza 0. But I didn't really like that one because it had a timer to it. Like, you couldn't just go in, go all out, and complete the whole thing in one shot. You had to, like, keep coming back after so long. And I don't know, I just didn't like that. Especially when I didn't really go to do it until I was already done with the main game. Thanks. How many are there going to wind up being? We came in with a little over 50, and we're almost at 70. Might go on longer than I was expecting. It doesn't have the, because I'm not going for a particular ranking of the employees. There isn't that sort of gotcha-like-esque lottery excitement from it. This is just pure mindless grinding. We've blown through quite a bit of money, I think, too. We were, I think, a little under 64,000, 63,000 something. We're now in the 50s, almost mid-50s even. I haven't even really, like, I did the tutorial, but now I'm planning to dive all the way in, so it should be fun and interesting to learn, I guess, as we go. It is sort of relaxing, though. If not, like I said, this time it's a little more boring. Even, I think, with the hostesses, too. I think I was getting a lot more duds to the point where there was excitement on whether or not you're actually going to get something. And I kind of hope this doesn't come down to that, because there's just so much more, it seems like, at this point. I would rather not play that game already being this deep in, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. There's, like, special attacks. I triggered one, but I didn't really know what or why. And there's sort of, I think you're supposed to position people around certain areas and protect your base. Or I think your different construction items. Seemed interesting and fun. Maybe I don't know. Kind of like tower defense thing almost. Which is out there, but I guess maybe it fits better than some of the other stuff that they've thrown in these games. Yeah, like my first match, I was sort of really roughly. I think I was only really moving around. Were you able to use Majima? I don't remember if it was Majima or just whoever was the highest. It was who I was focusing on. Which is probably a decent strategy early, but it'll eventually catch up to you, I mean. Probably not work at a certain point as you go through. Although maybe it could still work with all the DLC in that. I haven't recruited all the people from the side missions either. I don't know if I will. There's a couple I don't intend to do. There's one where you have to win a game of Mahjong. And it's like, I just didn't feel like doing that. I'm not good at it. There's another similar one where you had to win a game of, like, the golf precision challenge, which pretty much the same situation there. Oh yeah, we got everyone now. So now we're going into the actual mission finally. Oh wait, we got... Hold on, fortify. Okay, so we can probably just invest everything to get this stuff maxed out. I don't know if that's smart or not. Like I said, I'm willing to be a little reckless with my money. We're probably going to make a lot through this game too. Employees needed. I don't think that this is... I don't think we're actually losing members. I think they just want a certain total. That would really suck. That's why we got save points to just go in, and all my members are committed to these upgrades and not actually to fighting. Okay, it looks like it's 10 for each one. Down in the 30s at the end of this. Yikes. I don't think training is attached to it. I think that was attached to, yeah, these things. The thing is, I don't know who to use. I think I kind of looked it up and had a plan before, but I forget it. I hope you're allowed to just use as many SSR as you can. I think some had skills and some didn't. Like I think, yeah, Sayama, it was abilities. Sayama didn't have one, and I don't think the Florist had one either. Oh, but then there's the skills to have the different types. That's because I think, is there another green? No. Is there another orange? Yeah, there was, so... Sayama may not be that useful. Unfortunate, she's one of my favorite characters in this game, but yeah, should I do one just to sort of see, to make sure I can build my team? Wait, is there like a separate thing for team building? Oh yeah, okay, organization. Can I equip as much as I want, and is it like the cabaret game where I'm gonna have to like balance it? I think you just have to clear. Like, I'm not seeing, like, a certain condition, so we're just going to go with that assumption. Only the first 4 can use abilities. Okay. Are they in order? No. I don't know what kind of order they're in. I'm going to say order by obtaining. No, because it wouldn't. Because these were DLC, but we got all of those other... Oh, they're all up here, though. Okay, all the DLCs on the bottom, but they're still in order. In the base game. Oh, I guess... Looks like the summons are all together. And then... maybe some of the starting ones, too. And then maybe the ones you get from missions. And then the DLC. Because I know this was like some of the last missions, the one with Yuya and Eiko. And this guy I remember too. I think I just got him yesterday. So what is there like different? No, it looks like okay. All the abilities. There's no different ability type. Because I don't know who's best or anything. I'm just gonna sort of wing it. Unfortunately, like I said, I haven't played the later games, so I really don't know anything about Shun. I know very little about Seijima. I'm sorry for names and stuff too. I don't know who's even in the other game too. But, so red, I want to use Gouda. We've already been able to play as Kyu and Majima in the main campaign. 2 yellow, 2 shield, or that's orange, the arm. We got 1 yellow. I'll use a light blue Diego, or I guess it's yellow now? Oh yeah, the light blue was Shun. Like I said, it just makes more sense to use Seijima over Sayama. So we got 1 more skill. I could still probably maybe use her though. I mean, I don't have a lot of SSRs. Right, that's what it is, yeah. They might be attached to side missions I haven't done yet. I'm kind of surprised. I thought this guy was like hard. I didn't realize he was DLC. But I think there's a couple Amans, so it's the decision. We got Date. I think I'm going to use one of the shields. Well, I kind of want to use him, Osamu. Like I said, some of the few things I know about the series going forward. Because I know some of the protagonists. I think he takes more of a minor role moving forward. I guess minor spoilers too. I know her role in the future is kind of disappointing too. I've heard people complain about particularly the last couple of games of Majima's involvement. But I know Date seems like he stays pretty relevant through the whole series. I don't know about particularly 7 and 8, but at least through 6. I think he still appears in 7. I don't remember. That's just some of my talk from browsing there, the wiki. Does that give us one of each type? At least out of the DLC. Yeah. So I should probably at least have one of each type. So when I have a light blue, I have a green, is there 6? And that's what it looks like. So like I said, if I had to go with personal bias, we'll do Sayama. Like I said, we've already played as Kyu and Majima, so I might lean towards Date. Like I said, we're going to eventually play as Shun and Seijima. But like I said, I'm not familiar with Shun yet. So, oh wait, no, he's already in the team. Oh, okay. How many are we allowed? We're allowed 8 or 9. 9. Okay. And I've got 10 probably, right? So it's Kyu versus Majima. That's tough. I guess we'll see Majima, because I think they all sing the Majima song at the end. We'll see Majima sing the Majima song. To Majima, maybe. So, that's that. I don't even know, is it even worth building other teams? I guess you have a couple. You have one more skill with the light blue out of your SSRs. I'll just let it go. Train. At least for now. We'll see if things turn around. But, so who are we worried about? Mainly. Okay, those 4 are who we should train. Ryuji. At least after I do it once, it'll be easier to spot. I guess I'm gonna have these, at least for now, a level ahead. And I'll try to level everyone up together. Because there's a lot. I'm not going to commit to Majima or Kyu yet. I'll commit to everyone else, but I wonder if there'll be restrictions. That was one thing I kind of liked, some of the different with the Cabaret, how they had some of the different conditions. Like I think the one time you can only equip so many people. I forget what some of the other ones are, but they were fun. So I wonder if we're going to get something like that where we can't use everyone. Or maybe some of our top players will. Okay, yeah, we're out of tickets. I didn't realize that. Or if we won't be able to use certain people at a certain point. So we'll see our first mission back here. See, I can figure it out. I'm just completely winging it. Don't really remember much about the tutorial at all, so it'll be fun to figure it out again. Okay, yeah, they're putting us up right away against one of the bosses here. Or maybe he'll just send one of his henchmen in. Yeah, I think they did the same thing with... I keep comparing it to the Cabaret one, but yeah, where we would be introduced to the next boss. But you'd have to do stuff before you actually face them. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. It's that elite team. I'll admit, it's cool to see all the... well, I guess yeah, Kiryu still appears in his approach there. Although I don't know if that'll change for... if we had him selected on our team instead. Okay. Okay, so we can position them. But yeah, just seeing all elite big characters in the series rather than a few more generic side characters. It was a nice sight. So we got 3 rows. We gotta protect these 2 things. So I think, do they just... Because I think... Is it just they go into... Like they have like a radius and then they start attacking when someone enters that radius? Maybe? Should I just go with what they have? I kind of want to put someone in between these, like, before the barriers. And I'm thinking it should be some of our more elites. Okay, looks like, yeah, all of our bosses are up there. Should I have them on... No, I'll have them on offense, especially this early on. But I'll have the one we have left on defense. I think that's good. We'll try that. I guess this is going to turn into a big Yeah, it's Diego. A lot of them getting by. Yeah, 'cause they're going over here to help. I don't know if that's good or not to have that open, especially if there's reinforcements and stuff later. Oh, yeah, just look at it. I think that was the florist, right? It was A, only A. So, yeah, there's multiple waves. Okay. Are we going to be able to reposition, or are they back where they started? Okay, they're back where they started. Oh, and there's health, too. Yeah, because they all got past Diego, but he didn't really lose any damage. Oh, there, right there. I just noticed in the top left corner of the waves. I guess this is going to turn into, like I was saying, though, a discussion of Yakuza Side-Games. I remember I was going to start talking. I think I got distracted. That just the shock when you boot up this game and the first minigame you're introduced to is a pissing minigame. Not even kidding. Like, you just never know what to expect with these games. I still never figured that one out. I think I got to give it a few more tries. But yeah, I'll probably do this again and we'll talk story, main game. We'll grind more of these out. Oh. So what I don't really get. I should look at. Oh yikes, that's not good. Same. Okay, we're supposed to do that. Or why is there? Oh yikes, some people got by there. Who's nearby? Majima. Why isn't? Who's defending? Let's see, Jima, right? Are they not going? I thought they were getting back into place after. We got some stuff here. It's good, I guess. It's kind of hard to like try to balance, I guess, where everyone's at. I don't even know what those do. Could have been heal. Looks like Ryuji's pretty low. I guess he's just going for it though. And yeah, he's been doing a good job. I mean, a fake side game, not canon or whatever, but with all the people here, the complications Ryuji is giving us in the story, you would think, you know, they wouldn't care he's near death. There's the boss. So just him? Reinforcements, or just the waves the reinforcements and there's like nothing after? It's good, he's going after Diego at least. I mean, I see took people out. I'm just gonna have everyone go up as close as they can. Just trying to remember where everyone. Oh, come on, Dot. Okay, he's down now anyway. Yikes, Diego near death though. I'm trying to remember everyone. Like, I don't know, I wish there was a way. Yeah, he's just there instead of Kiyu. You might have to have them both. Like, if it just sort of swaps them out, what happens if you have them both equipped? But just an easier way. Like, I don't even know how you would do it, but I kind of had. I know you could set them up different ways, but I had 3 rows. Like, almost if it was by their row and starting position. Those are just some of my initial thoughts, but I'll grind through it a little more, and after a little more, we'll come back and get you caught up. Other stuff.